Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. We are live. One more warm up lesson to get you ready for the Sax Creative Experience Week. That's the warm up lesson number 7th. So, we are having warm up lessons every weekday to get you ready for the experience. So, I'm going to share with you a lot of tips, a lot of practical exercises and reflection about music that can support your saxophone progress, even if you are starting from zero. So we have to be creative since the beginning so you can enjoy much more the process. I know most of the saxophone students just give up because of the repetitive exercises or even don't understanding music, are not feeling the musicality inside themselves. Because of that, I developed that methodology where you can explore improvisation since the beginning. We are human beings, so as human beings, we are creative. We need to express yourself. Okay, music is not different. When we are learning music, we are discovering new worlds, new rules around us. Our musical perception change. So it's a pleasure to stay with you and share it. Let's start the lesson. And don't forget to already leave your like here. Don't forget to like to follow the page, leave your like on the video. Uh, it's very important to support that project to teach saxophone to everybody that want to learn saxophone around the world. So many saxophone players think I'm not creative enough to improvise. So on that lesson we have practical exercises so you can explore your creativity even if you are playing just one, two, or three notes. Okay, just don't forget the previous lesson yesterday. You can find here after that lesson. After watching that lesson, you can check in the description of the video. We have a playlist with all the warm-up lesson. That's the warm-up lesson number 7th. So yesterday, the warm-up lesson number 6, I talk how to identify the beats with practical exercise. You can practice to develop your time perception, because even time perception is something that we have to learn. Okay, every saxophone player, all the professional saxophone player, musician must develop time perception, because it's not something natural. We have to develop that kind of perception. So the previous warm-up lesson, don't forget to access there, so you can access the PDF, the backing tracks, and the practice it. Okay, so creativity is not magic. Creativity can be structured and practiced. It's what you can see on that warm-up lesson. What is a musical phrase? Let's think about music phrase, because it can follow us like build the phrase in English to transmit some kind of knowledge. We have to understand, we have to how to measure it, how to organize the words. So musical phrase is the same. In the previous lesson, we were exploring the bars, the beats. For example, most of the pop songs follow that kind of key signature, time signature, which is 4 beats per bar. It means quaternary song. So we have to be able to measure the time counting the beats. So each bar we have 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have to measure the phrase. You see that lesson. How can you start recognizing the phrases and counting the phrase to support your practice in a creative way? So it has a beginning, middle, and end. Let's explore it. Why players get stuck? Most of saxophone players don't struggle because of notes. They struggle because the phrases have no structure. And even the saxophone player that can read, they are not properly understand the phrases. We have to be able to identify the phrase, musical phrase. I mean, instrumental songs. Okay, not the lyric of the song, the instrumental song. We must be able to identify it. Okay, it's what you can see until the end of the lesson, and we can explore that kind of creativity, creating phrases using just 3 notes, C, E, and G. If you are completely beginner, you can use just C and E. C should be hard because, okay, we can explore phrase using just one note, but we have to create some variation of the rhythm inside the bars. So the previous exercise, previous warm-up lesson, you saw it. How can we explore the rhythm with just one note? But now to create phrase, so we can have a new tool. That new tool is a new note, so we can analyze the phrase. How can we build a phrase with logic? The symmetry, let's work on the symmetry of the phrases. You can use C, E, or G to start. If you are a beginner, to start, it's perfect. Even if you are play saxophone, but you want to improve your improvisation skills or learn improvisation, it's perfect, okay? Perfect start. So we can use C. If you are a beginner, that's the easiest one on the right side. I don't know if the camera here is mirroring, but let me expand here. The right side, can you see the red key on the right side? That's the easiest note. You can play it if you are starting from 0. You can check that note. Just it here, okay? Just it. Just C, and then we can use also another note, E. Okay, let's expand here. You can take a print screen of the screen. If you don't know, if you are completely beginner, you can take the print screen of it. So the left side is the octave lower, and sorry, the left side is octave lower, and the right side octave higher. Okay, let me play it to you. So that's one. We can use both. Okay, it's E, and then you can use G also. If you don't know, you can take a print screen. 1, 2, 3, clack. Okay, so we can use just these 3 notes. We can improvise using just 3 notes. And already developing rhythm perception, already developing embouchure, already developing creativity with just few notes. So now let's reflect about the phrases. I told you about the phrases, okay? In the previous warm-up lesson, we were exploring the beats, the quaternary bar. So we have to count the beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a review, just a fresh review. I'm going to play here the metronome quaternary. So let's just understand here the beats. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you hear? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Can you see? The 1 is always louder. 1. Okay? So let's think about 4 bars. Each bar has 4 beats. Okay? Let's start think phrase by phrase. So 4 bars. So we have to count 4 times 4 beats. 4 bars. Okay? Let's create call and response. So the bar 1 and 2, question. Bar 3 and 4, answer. Okay? Let's try something here just using the metronome. I can play just the question. Let me create something always on time. Let me create just the question. 2, 3, 4. Okay? Da, 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 da. Again. Okay, it was the bar 1 and 2. Now let's create the answer. Let's create some variation in the order, the last 2 bars. So let's repeat the question and I'm going to create a new answer. I'm improvising, okay? 2, 3, 4. Now answer. Question. answer. Okay, I use just two notes with a bit of rhythm variation. So pa 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 pa. Can you see? That's the symmetry we have to think about. To create phrase, we have to think about the bars. So you already know about call and answer. So question and answer, okay? It's easy. You can use just two notes. I use just two notes. So let me create something now using just three. Remember the three notes I told you previously. Just these notes here. C, E, or G, okay? So let me create here a new question, but using three notes. But I'm going to use just two different notes per each two bars. 2, 3, 4. Gonna see? Da 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 da. That's my question now. 2, 3, 4. Now. Again. Answer. Okay, so let me know if you are understanding. We are building the phrase using just few notes and think about the symmetry. The first two bars we have to build the question and the other two bars answer, okay? So let's make it even more fun. I'm going to use here a backing track. I'm going to use now a backing track of the chord of C, because these notes here, C, E, and G, are part of the C major chord. So we can practice listening the backing track. How can you get access of that backing track? If you are registered for the Sax Creative Experience Week, you after your registration, you can join the WhatsApp group, and inside the WhatsApp group I'm sending every day the link where you can get the material. You can download the PDF with the review of the lesson, and you can also download the backing track to practice. Also, you have a link with another group where you can join. You can request to join there. I'm going to approve your request, and you can send your assignment inside that group and receive my feedback for free. It's the way I found to get you involved, so you can get ready for the Sax Creative Experience Week. Okay, so let's go. If you are already registered, don't forget, I just sent inside the WhatsApp group. You can download that backing track. So let's practice it with the backing track. Just remember, we are using the C major chord. You can download it. So let's explore it. Remember, call and answer. Call and answer. Okay, first bar. We have two bars for question and two bars for answer. Let's play it. Let's identify the timing first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Can you identify the beats? 2, 3, 4. 1. Now let's create a phrase. Just question. Again, that's the question and then answer. Da, 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 da. Question again. Da, 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 da. Let's now create the answer. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. call and answer. Remember, 2 bars for the call, 2 bars for the answer. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now another answer. Question. Same question. Let's do another variation. Question and answer. Another question, another answer. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Answer. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now you are starting to understand it. I can improvise freely, but listen the phrase. I'm building the phrase. Try to count the time. Meanwhile, I'm playing the phrase, and try to recognize the phrase. Always the full phrase in four bars. So the first 2 call or question, and the last 2 answer. Okay. So think about the phrases. That's the metric of the phrases, using just the notes of the chord. So, can you understand easily now? Let me practice again. Improvising, building phrase. So let me play even with more variations, so we can understand it deeply. It's still 3 notes. So that's the idea. So we can start thinking about the phrases. So why we are playing just 3 notes? Because we are practicing improvisation. If you don't have any experience with improvisation, you can start understanding in an easiest way how can you develop time perception meanwhile you are developing embouchure, and meanwhile you are developing creativity. So we must be creative since the beginning. Instead of reading articulation, staccato, or even learning through reading songs to play in orchestra, you can learn improvising. That's the method I discovered that you can enjoy since the beginning. Okay, so that warm-up lesson we are using just 1 chord. Because of that we are playing these 3 notes, because these 3 notes are part of the chord. So that's it. That's the demonstration. Let me know if you have some question. Don't forget, we are live here. You can ask me question. If you are watching the replay, also you can write your question. Okay. So if you have some question, you want to express yourself, we are here to engage with each other. So the secret, the answer does not need to be different. Just a small variation is often enough, especially because you are using notes of just 1 chord. Okay, so you can do just small variation. Okay, you can play just small variations. So symmetry, think about it, bar 1, bar 2. For example, we are using bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, and bar 4. Think about it. We can use the melody A, then a variation in the melody B, and then repeat the part A on the third, and then in the end just few variation. Let's play it again, following that logic here. So showing you that we don't have to vary a lot in the beginning. You can, okay, just try in your memory to repeat. Look at that. That's exactly. I played. It was an improvisation. Okay. Da 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 ba ba da. Again. Da 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 ba ba da. Ba. Can you see? First bar. Ba 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 ba, and then B. Ba ba da. Again A. Ba 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 ba, and then a variation to conclude. Da da da. Okay. So always think about it. We have different manners to develop phrase. We can also use bar 1 and 2 to build 1, you know, and then we can use 3 and 4, another 1, and we can repeat, you know. We have different manner, but you have to think about the symmetry of the phrase. Usually we build a phrase in 4 bars. Okay, so then you can start understanding phrases, how we measure, and we don't have to use many notes. You don't have to play all the notes of one specific scale to start. For sure, as you are confident, you can add new notes, new chords, notes of another chord. For example, tomorrow, you see, we can explore a new variation. That's major. Remember, I told we are using the notes of the C major. Tomorrow, in the live warm-up lesson tomorrow, we are going to use notes of the C minor. So you can feel that it's another energy, it brings a different emotion. Okay, different emotion. That's more happy. When we are playing minor, it's, you know, it's more emotional. So another formula, odd bar, same idea, even bar, variation. Okay, think about creativity. So odd bar, same idea, variation. Same idea, variation. Same idea, variation. Okay, we have different manners. So always think about the symmetry of the phrases. Always think about symmetry and the way we organize the notes inside the bars. So rhythm creates character. Same notes, different rhythm, completely different music. Okay, so jazz example. That's the jazz example. We play using jazz. We can use different rhythm. You can exploit playing pop, and you can see that it can influence your phrases. For example, let me play now using another rhythm. Let me play pop. Can you see? It will influence us. The rhythm can influence us a lot. So let's play using rock. The same exercise, but using a different rhythm. Can you see? It can influence the way we build the phrase. Listen. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, explore it in different rhythms, and you can see that it will influence the way we express ourselves. That's the interesting thing about improvisation. And most of the song you listen, probably the songwriter wrote it through one improvisation session. Most of the songs you listen is improvisation, especially the saxophone solos. Most of the saxophone solos were many sessions of improvisation, and then the musical director understand that solo here is very good. Let's get that solo here, and then becomes something traditional. Improvisation is very important. So you saw example using jazz, you saw example using rock. So same notes, different styles, and the rhythm can change everything. But the logic is the same. If you change the rhythm, if you change the instrumentation, the instruments, okay? So creativity is not random. It's not random. Repetition, variation, symmetry. We have to understand the beats, recognize the beats, and then build call and response. So that's lesson you saw how can we build call and response with just few notes, especially if you are a beginner or if you already play saxophone but you want to develop improvisation. For sure, some songs we are using 4 different chords during the songs, even so each bar we have to use notes of the chords. Now we are creating using notes just of the C major chords, but most of the song using the first bar one chord, the second bar another chord, the third bar another chord, so we have different notes for each chord easily. But on that way, that example, you can already explore your creativity and adding new chords. You know, we can develop it progressively. We have to be patient. We have to understand that it's not overnight. Because of that, I'm sharing with you that you can practice improvisation since the beginning, because a lot of people give up, don't want to go ahead, don't want to play saxophone because of boring exercise. That kind of exercise, it's not, you know, you can have fun, you can create with it. Okay, developing your musical perception, sound perception, developing posture. So that way, exploring your creativity, you can learn and have much more fun than playing exercise, boring exercise that you never know how to apply it to express yourself musically. Okay, so if you are registered for the Sax Creative Experience Week, I sent inside the WhatsApp group, probably you are there. If you are watching that lesson, you are already inside the WhatsApp group. I sent there the link of the live, and also the link where you can download the PDF and the backing track to practice it. Just you can rewatch that lesson to get the instruction, and then you have also a link to another group. Okay, another group in another platform, so you can get there and request to join. I'm going there personally and accept you, and you can record yourself practicing this exercise here, and you can record yourself and send inside the community, so you can receive for free my feedback. Okay, don't miss that opportunity. It's during the period of the Sax Creative Experience Week. We have these warm-up lessons, and also we have the main lessons which start next week. Next week we have the Sax Creative Experience Week, and also I'm going to share inside the WhatsApp group the PDF, the backing track, and you can send inside the other group you practicing it. Okay, you can ask question about it. Okay, because the WhatsApp group, to avoid spam, etc., it's just administration, just the administration can send a message to avoid dispersion. But inside the community, on the community, that you can send the assignments, these activities. Okay, so download there the material, record yourself, and send there. You can receive the feedback for free. So the goal is not more notes. The goal is creating musical ideas just with just few notes. Can you see? Once you are able to understand the beats, we can play notes on time, we can develop musical phrases. Even you can develop the time perception, play one note, two notes. Okay, so take your time, enjoy your moments. Okay, be persistent, because it's not something overnight, but in that way you can have much more fun, much more fun. Okay, that's it. If you are not registered yet, let me expand here. You can join now the Sax Creative Experience Week, which will happen in 6 days. We start the countdown. You can scan it. I don't know if it's still working, that QR code, but you can scan it and then access the page. Also in the description of this video, you have the playlist of all the warm-up lessons, and also the link. If you can't scan it for some reason, you can access the link and register for the Sax Creative Experience Week. And once registered, you will receive a mail confirmation, and also you will be redirected to the WhatsApp group, and just join there, and you will receive all the notification. Okay, and also in your email you receive a form. If you want to answer some question there, can help me a lot to understand. You can answer some questions so I can understand what's the pain of everyone, what you want to improve, what's your level. It's very important to understand the profile of everyone. Okay, so that's it. Don't forget to join the Sax Creative Experience Week, which will happen just few days. Will happen just few days. Okay, so hope to see you all there. Don't forget to engage. Don't forget to engage in all the social media. Leave here your like if you enjoyed that video. Share with friends that you want to learn saxophone with you. Everybody that you think can want to learn saxophone. Share in the groups you are part. So it's always a pleasure to stay with you and share this knowledge. Okay, so that's it. Hope to see you tomorrow. Also, we have a new warm-up lesson tomorrow, and we are going to explore a different chord. We are going to explore a minor chord. So you can see, we are going to add a new note. Okay. So thank you. Hope to see you tomorrow. Don't forget to leave here your question if you are watching the replay and want to know something. Cheers.